Hello everyone and welcome back to World of Mike. Now today we are doing a brand new unboxing. I do want to give a huge shout out to the Nexus because without him we wouldn't have known that this was coming out, and he is the man to tell you if new builds are coming out. So today we have the Fast and Furious build, the legendary Dodge Charger RT. So basically, let me just adjust this camera a bit because it's a little bit, that's better. Right, so what we're going to do first of all, this consists of 2 packs. I'll get to that very soon, but I want to go through this first of all. So the first thing that we've got in here is basically just your normal sort of manual going on here, just telling you about the world of the Fast and Furious. Hello, Dizzle, how's it going? I'm pretty good. So we're doing this brand new artwork. This is quite nice because, oh wow, look at that, sweet. Oh wow. So we've got a poster here. Hello, Matthew Bourne. How's it going? No, you're not. Oh, Dizzy Whiz. So we actually had. Oh, wow. That's really nice. And then over here, we've got. So it says here that we're going to have illuminating headlights and side lights. We're going to have opening doors and hood and trunk. Wow, that's impressive. Functioning steering wheel turns the wheels and easy to assemble. So let's really see if it is easy to assemble. The image on this is absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a 1/8 scale, so that's pretty awesome. Then we get to the best bit of all. If you're a subscriber, you will be entitled to get these luxury gifts. As you can see, we've got the first one here, which seems to be a power bank. So a superb portable charger to get the most out of your mobile device. This is where we come to the second one. I'm not too keen on that bag, but we have a backpack which says a fantastic backpack perfect for all the fans of Fast and Furious. Moving down to gift number 3, we have a official mug, which is very popular because mugs seem to be the most fascinating gift here. And then we have a set of 3 exclusive posters, very similar to the X-Wing build because they gave out the 3 posters. Really like that blue one down there, absolutely fantastic. Then we get to the part where if you upgrade your subscription to a premium offer, you actually get the acrylic display base here for an extra £1 per issue. So yeah, that looks really, really stunning actually. So really, really good. Now, before we just start, this is actually brought to you by Fan Home, as you can see down here. It is a brand of D'Agostini, but they operate separately, so basically like a sister company. So that's that. Let's move on to this little piece of paper that we got here. So as you can see, it says here, the journey starts here. Sort of like the Back to the Future here. Not Back to the Future, I'm losing my mind. Fan Home, so obviously that's the sort of thing here. Then we get to this lovely little description that I'm going to read out, and it says, "Dear subscriber, welcome to Fan Home. We are glad." Just before I start, I actually thought when they said Fan Home, I thought it was like a shop full of fans. But here we go. We are glad that you've joined us and sure you will love this completely addictive journey. So apparently it's addictive into build-up modelling. It is addictive, believe you and me. In every package, you will receive parts of the model and magazines with easy-to-follow assembly guides. The magazines also include amazing articles, interesting facts, and plenty of hints and tips. Everything, of course, officially licensed. Then, last but not least, it says, as they say, sharing is caring, and we would love to find out how you would get on with your journey. Use the hashtag #FanHome when publicizing your images to social media so we can see how your very own Dodge Fast and Furious model is coming along. Enjoy the journey, FanHome team. Now, I've got to be honest with you, the customer service on this team is absolutely fantastic. Right, let's get into the part itself. So the first part that we've got here is we get this gorgeous, massive, mahoosive pack here. It's absolutely massive. I can't drag the camera. If I try and do that anymore, it's going to blow it out, but we'll see. But yeah, it's absolutely massive. And straight away, a nice hood section that we've got here. And then we get all this lovely metalwork going down here. The next pack, which I'm going to do in a fortnight's time because it's a monthly thing, because this came in from Germany. The second pack does come with a wheel. So we're going to be doing live builds till January because I've had a few requests. So that's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. So let's get into this lovely little section of this pack like so. We've got some comments here. Hello, Troy Massey. How's it going? Matthew Boreham, is this in WH Smith's? I'm going in there tomorrow. I doubt it very much because Van Home at the moment, I don't think it's in the newsagents. But you never know, you could always inquire. So let's get this stuff out of here. This is the exciting bit. Seems like a lot more build-up companies are coming on the scene. Yes, absolutely, because apparently, according to World of Wayne, there is 11 new companies, 11 new builds coming out next year, including the USSD or the USD or whatever it's called. Supposed to be coming out some point next year, according to the Nexus. So let's get in this pack. Now, this is quite funny because I would have had this a week ago, but the lovely Parcel Force didn't, they wouldn't redirect it. So I had to go through the whole process of ordering it all over again. It's so satisfying getting rid of this rubbish. So look at this. We've got so much to do in this issue. So this is quite nice. So let's get into the pack. This is the best part here. Right, I think, let's turn it over. And I think if we go like that, rather than it all splatter everywhere, let's just try and lift it up from the bottom here. And then that way it doesn't all fall out. You get me? I'm sorry about this racket. Right, there we go. Look at that lovely sheet of plastic. That can go down. Oh, it makes me want to wear gloves on this. This is very, very nice. Right, so let's put this over to one side and we'll go through the parts that we've got in this section. So number 1A, which is this gorgeous piece, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this towel down because I don't want to scratch this. And this will act as like a cloth for it. So let's just pop that there. It looks quite nice, actually. So the first thing that we've got here is 1A. Now, 1A is this gorgeous section here. It is absolutely stunning. The paintwork is unbelievable. It's like a high gloss. Very, very nice indeed. If we look underneath and just balance that there, you can see that it is really, really lovely paintwork. So that is 1A. Now 1A is the bonnet, apparently. So that's 1A. What I'll do is I'll put the parts back in the plastic tray until we're going to be using them. 1B is this part here. Now 1B is the frame, or the bonnet reinforcement frame. So obviously that will be connecting to the part that I've just showed you. So we'll pop that there. 1C, which is this very tiny part down here. I think it is. It's this little black thing by the looks of it. Let's have a look. I think. Well, 1C is basically, it's either going to be that part there or it's this two parts here. I think it's that little section there. Yeah, that looks like the part that we need. So let's just take this up. I could be wrong here, but from the image is very small, but that to me looks like the part that we need. And this part here is the the right throttle lever, apparently. I think that's dead right. The image is so small, so we'll pop that back there. 1D is this part here. Let me get 1D, which is this gorgeous bit of plastic. Oh yes, that's lovely. So 1D is the air scoop top, which looks like this. Very, very nicely done, actually. Really, really nice. So we'll pop that there. 1E, we have 3 of these, so we'll just get one out for now. This is 1E, so we have 3 of these times 3. And 1E is the butterfly traps. Oh, wow, butterfly traps. Never come across a butterfly trap before. Oh, that's pretty cool. 1F is another tiny bit, which I assume, yeah, I know the bit I need now. It's this part here. 1F, if you are commenting, I will get to it as soon as I can. I am very busy trying to get these parts out at the moment. So 1F is this part here, and that is the left throttle lever. Okay, so it's a very delicate part. So remember not to obviously, chuck it away. So moving swiftly on, we've got 1J, which looks to be this part here. 1J is the, oh, hang on a minute, that's quite interesting. No, it is. This is the pulley spindle, apparently, 1J. So very interesting. The 1J. I have skipped a few parts, so let me just go back and correct that. So 1H is, let's have a look, where's it gone? Not 1H, 1G is this part here. This is the EFI adapter plate, apparently. So a very nice, most of this is plastic, so that's quite cool. Then we've got 1H, which is this gorgeous section here, the main section that goes in that hole of the car. And that part there is your lovely blower case. Okay, that's quite funny. The blower case, right? I've never come across a blower case, but must be a good enough explanation why it's called that. So yes. Right, 1I. Let's have a look at this part here. It's this section here. 1I is this part here, and that is your blower drive pulley. So that's that section right like that. We have got quite a few to go through, so we are gradually getting there. 1J I just showed you, which was the spindle. Then we're going to 1K, which is this little section here. 1K here is your throttle lever linkage. So very, very tiny indeed. So that one can go in there. Moving swiftly on to one, well, it's actually, I would say 10, but that's actually looks like a 10 to me. So let's just get this part here. 10 is your blower conduct, no, blower cover brackets apparently. So that's what that part is there. Right, it feels like it's never ending. Let's go into this part here, which is the 1P. 1P is your butterfly spindle. I wonder why they call it a butterfly spindle. That's quite interesting. I quite like that. I've got a bit on the DB5 that looks like that. So let's pop that back into the tray. Like so 1Q over here is your let's have a look here, your throttle body. So this is going to be the throttle body, which will marry up to something, I should imagine. And then obviously you've got your AM screws here. You've got a section of BP screws, very nicely wrapped. They're like Eagle Moss ones there. You've got your APs and obviously the BPs and the AM. So 3 sets of screws. And we actually get, I've got so many of these screwdrivers, we actually get a screwdriver. Look at that, nice little small screwdriver. Right, so let's get started and constructing this bad boy. Right, okay, let me just get through some comments because I have missed some. I have to redo the entire front part of the Spitfire issues 1 to 13, plus I have to get issues 1 and 18 of the X-Wing. Right, okay, why have you got to redo it? Talking of the Spitfire, there will be no videos tomorrow because I'm making a few changes to the descriptions in the videos because I'm going to be adding a wish list and some social media pages. I will be doing this tomorrow, not tomorrow, Thursday. So Wednesday is going to be the butterfly. Thursday will be this live. 32 consists of the fitting the radiators in the house, and that's going to be the Spitfire. That's going to come up on Thursday. Right, enough of the Spitfire. Let's get started on this. So let's bring this over. This is so exciting. Look at that. So let's just have a look at the key points here. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the outer circles here. That's basically where this other panel is going to click onto. We may use these ones, but from what I can see, we're actually using the outer side ones here. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this panel here, which is 1B, and this is basically going to sit over that. So this is basically very similar to the way we did in the DeLorean, but this is going to sit over here. So let's have a look at the way it goes. It goes a specific way. So we're looking to put this sort of, let's have a look here. So I don't think it goes, oh yeah. So basically it sits something like that. That looks really cool. So as you can see, then going round, you've actually got your holes in here ready for the screw to secure that into a section. So like that. These are going to be screwed in with AM screws. So we better get the AM screws out. So these are your AM screws. What's your reactions to the build videos? Would you like to see more live builds? I can arrange that. So let's have a look. So we're going to be putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 2 along here. So about 9, 10, 11 maybe. So let's get started. So yeah, this is really, really cool. So we're going to screw this into here like so. It's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely. This screw is going in quite nice. I'm really liking that. That's going in quite lovely. We'll give it a little bit of brute force here. Not too much force, but you want it to go down pretty nice. So let's just screw that. Sorry that my hand's in the way. There's not much I can do about that at the moment. So as you can see, it does sort of protrude out from the middle. So what I would do on that is I would reverse it like that. So reverse it like that and then screw it back in, because this seems to be a metal screw. And we both know that that is what you need to do on that section. So again, reverse that back up like so. I know it looks like I'm doing it wrong, but it isn't, because that's the way you cut the thread into this gorgeous panel like that. Well, I think that's looking pretty damn good. So what we're going to do now is basically work our way around and duplicate everything. So yes, let's do this. So we're going to put the next one into this little hole here. I can see that we've got 2 holes here, so I'm assuming it goes into this one here, because we've got a hole here, then we go to the middle one, and then we've got a top one, so it goes directly into this middle one here, by the looks of it. Although it doesn't feel like it goes into anything, so I can't feel nothing. Let's have a look here. Doesn't feel like it's screwing into nothing, but that's the hole it wants us to go through, so that will be the hole it goes through. Right, so the next one, we're going to join that into this hole here. So I'm working my way around. As I said, if you are commenting, I will get to it, but I'm very focused on doing this section at the moment. And I have found out how to use the guest link. So I will be looking at that. Very nicely done. You don't want too much force, but it is a case of screwing it, reversing it, like so, and then screwing it back down again. So if you're finding that it's not going all the way through, you do need to reverse it and then re-put it back in. Okay, so let's just, yeah, there we go. And that is being attached. I can feel that's being attached. Right, so we've done that, we've done that, we've done that. The next screw, what we're going to do is we're going to move it down to this hole here. And once I've done that, I'll catch up on the chat. So we'll screw this into this section like here. Now, I know a lot of you have been asking about my bus, Bootmaster. I'm not promising nothing, but I may be starting to do it on Friday. So yeah. And then just reverse it a bit. And then screw that back down again. You will find that when you use these screws, if you screw it in once and it's not deadly flush, it means you need to reverse it, then screw that back down to cut the thread. So that's that one. We're then going to move on to this little hole here. So let's get that screw here. We'll put that screw into that hole right there. So that's pretty good. So screwing. Sorry, I have just noticed that I forgot to read the chat. Let me catch up on that. So let me just lift that. Just make sure that it's dead flush. You want it lovely and flush. So there we go. Right, that's already fit. That's already heavy. So we'll pop that there. Right, let's catch up on the chat. So Matthew Borum. I'll try and put them on the screen. So Matthew writes, I have to redo the entire... Oh, we've seen that one. Right, okay. Let's take that one down. Right, so then we'll put... Once we've done this section here, we've done that one. So now what we need to do, guys, is we need to put this one in here. So we've got the AM screw here. we're going to secure it into here. Again, moving all the way down. Now, as you can see, it gets to a point where you need to reverse it. So when you feel that biting point, that's where you reverse it and then go all the way back down through the gap again. Like so. And as you can see, that's gone in there absolutely perfect. So we've done this screw here, we've done that screw there, we've done this. We need to do a screw in here and a screw in there. Next. Oh, a new comment has flagged up. Right, let me just pop the screw in and I will sort that out for you. Yeah, I mean, it's nice doing live builds because, you know, someone's got a question or you know, you can answer it there and then rather than have to sift through a load of comments. So just reverse it and go right way back down again. And that, my friend, is looking very nice indeed. Right, so we've got another comment here. Sorry, I've missed that. Let me go to that one. Yorkshire Crafter, hello. Mark's Mods writes, hi Mike, I hope you're well. Good luck with your build. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm doing this one at the moment. Now, I do just want to point out that this build would not be possible without a very, very kind family member that is funding this for me, because I've reached my maximum at the moment. So let's pop that screw into there. It's like a maze, isn't it? So let's pop this one into here. I can't believe I've got 10 people watching. I think that's the highest watch, like the highest people I've had watching for a while. So straight away I can tell that you like builds more than the diamond painting. So yeah, that's gone in there, lovely. Sometimes it doesn't need to be reversed and put back in because you can see that that's gone in really nice and flush. Right, so we've done these two here. So I suspect we're just going to mimic that on this side, yeah. So we're going to put two more into here. We're going to put one in there, and we're going to put one in there, okay? And that leaves us with one spare screw. So obviously, if you're new to Partworks, a Partwork is where you get parts once a week, or if you're a subscriber, you will get it monthly. So yeah. And if you think you've left a screw out, you haven't. It's basically they always put a spare in just in case. So there we go. You can see that that's a little bit not flush. So on this section, you would just reverse it like so. Just give it a little bit of a reverse and then put that through down again. I don't really like these small screwdrivers. I prefer using my Audio, but it's always nice to give a good screwdriver a new go. So we'll pop that one into here, and that leaves us with one spare. And once I've done that, I will get caught up in the chat. Mark's Mods writes, more live builds would be a great idea. Okay, yeah, I will take that on board. Because this is the thing, like, you know, you're the viewers, so you tell me whether you like pre-record videos or whether you would prefer live builds, and I can accommodate that. So then we'll reverse it again and then put that down again. Well, the comments are working lovely at the moment, so that's really good. So let's just double check that we've put everything through. So we've got one here, we've got one there, we've got one adjacent somewhere over here. Yeah, that's that one. We've got one here, we've got one there, we've got one there, one there, and one there. Right, I have noticed something. That screw, which is in there, should not be in there. So let me take that out. That one is a mistake by the looks of it, because there's only two in this diagram. So let me take that one out. Quite unusual though, because that doesn't make sense, because you've got a hole for that, but there must be a good enough reason why that's not going, why we're not instructed to do that. So that is really, really heavy so far. And as you can see, that is what that looks like at the moment. So it's time to put this part over to one side while we put that in the box. And we're going to be now working on this lovely little section here, which is part B. This is 1D, sorry. So this is this section here. We're then going to get the cover body, which is the scoop top, which is 1Q. So obviously this is the throttle body. This section here is the throttle body. Then this section here, 1Q, is obviously, no, hang on. 1D is the scoop top. So this is the scoop top, and this part here is the throttle body. So as you can see, if we turn this over, I need that part there into here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we need to put it onto these two parts here because you can see that this is going to protrude out from under here. Okay, so what's going to happen is, oh, that's quite interesting. It's got like some sort of clip. Wow, look at that. That's got a clip on it. How bizarre. That's so cool. So basically, I'm assuming that was, oh, that looks so cool. Yeah, I see what they've done. They've anchored it into here. So what you see, can you see here? What they've done is they've cut this groove out so that when you slot that into there and you put this over the top here, this screw will go in and anchor it. So it will have it like a chamfered head on it. So what I'm going to do is put the AM screw back into here. And we'll get this screwed in because this is going in with our BP screws, which is our second screw this evening. So let's get the BP. Oh, look at that. We've only got 3 of them. Can you believe that? So when I say chamfered, you can Google it. But on here, you can see a chamfered. Let me just get the tweezers here. A chamfered. Hang on a minute. Let me just grip this. A chamfered is where you've got, can you see that there? It's got a head on it, okay? If I go that way, you can see that it's got like a little head on it. If you put a normal screw in that gap, let me just bring that down now. If you was to put a normal screw in that gap, it would just swivel and go right through past that joint. This head is to stop that part coming undone. So that is what we're doing. And we're going to screw that into position just like so. And that feels so good going in. That's going in really well, but literally the slightest turn. Okay. Right, I've seen some comments. Just bear with me. More live builds would be great. We've seen that. I'm not a fan of the diamond painting live builds as it's just not my thing, but live builds I can watch all day. If your viewing figures are high for live builds, it says it all, really. Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, obviously, my channel is basically builds, but I like to spice it up a bit. So it's always nice to, you know, do something different. But I am gradually coming back to builds, but I do like to change it up a bit. So yeah, that's gone in there now. Now that looks absolutely stunning. That really looks like, and once these lights go in, well, that's going to be another thing. So we've done that. That can go to one side. You need another screw box. Whoa, just right. Sorry about that. You need another screw box. Troy Massey, what you mean like this? I come prepared. So while we've got the screw box out, actually, what I'll do, because I order a lot in bulk, so I got 5 of these for 10 quid. So I thought that was great. What I'll do is this can be the screw box for this build. So let's just pop that there for the minute. Then what I like to do is I peel this off, this sticker. So as you can see, you get that sticker. I like to stick it on like that. And as you can see, that's a perfect part for that BP screw. So that will go into there like so. And that gets rid of another piece of rubbish. So So now what we're going to do is get the butterfly flaps, apparently. So that's in this little section here. Okay. And what we're going to do, oh, I see. Yeah, I see. A sailor went to see what he could see. Anyway, right. So on here, you can see that you've got, if you look along here, you can see that you've got these pins. Okay. What's going to happen is these are going to flip. They're going to fit onto these little parts here. Okay. Now it looks like we've got a detailing of an arrow, which if you look very closely, you can see that you've got like a detail of an arrow. So you can see that there's some sort of signal that tells you to put that down. It looks like the arrow is going on the front side. So what you need to do is get the 2 pins, and then that will go through onto there. Now, it doesn't actually say to use any glue. It just says to put them on into the slots. So this is where you've got to be very careful, because this section here is very fiddly, but it's also very fragile. I think it just slots in. I mean, yeah, that's a push bit. Whoops. Okay. Quite a fiddly part, this, so let's give it another go. I'm a bit heavy-handed, to be fair, so I'm a little bit nervous on this section here at the moment, because it doesn't seem to be slotting in the groove. Or can you see it just keeps it keeps twisting? Let's try something here. Can I just rest that up like that? I wonder if I could. Oh yes, there we go. It almost did. Quite fiddly, this. I can't seem to get that. Oh yeah, right. You've really got to give it a nice push, but not. You really need to be careful. If you can, you hear that? It's like a click. Okay, and then that will make sure it's gone all the way through, and then it will feed like that. Okay, so it will feed off there like that. So once we've done that, we then need to put another 3 in. Right, let me get a slurp of tea. Oh, lovely. Right. We now need to get another pin, because now we've got to duplicate this 3 times, right? There is another AM screw by the plastic tray. Ah, right. Thank you for that. I will put that straight into the pillbox. Eagle Eye viewer, Mr. Massey, is watching. Right. Let me just pop this in here, and then we won't lose that screw then. So let me just label this up. I love it when they're stickers. Stickers are great. So we'll put the AM. So we'll put that AM that Troy just saw in there. And we'll squeeze that AM into there. So yeah, lovely jubbly. Because I bought these for the butterfly painting, but I've actually got some excess, so I can actually use them for this, which is coming really handy. So now what we've got to do is somehow put this. Okay. I think, slowly does it, and we'll get this on. But you need the arrow facing on this side, because there's a shiny side on here. Now, I'd be tempted to put a little bit, like a speck of glue on here, because we don't know how much they'll hold. Oh gosh, that's not very good. Ah, there we go. So let's just move that over a smidge, and just give that a gentle smidge. And as you can see, that's 2 on. But you can see there's a little bit of, you can feel a click. Yeah, and that's gone on there lovely now. So lovely. Let me just, yeah, that's fine. Right, let me get the 3rd one now. I can't wait to get rid of this piece of plastic. I love getting rid of rubbish. I'm a very recyclable person. I love recycling. Right, so now we've got to do this part here. We'll pop that onto here, to this side now. So that's dead level. Yeah, lovely. It's very nice to be doing the build again. You know, I did take a little bit of a break from doing the builds, but you know, it does change it a bit doing the builds again. So, right, and then we'll just give that little pinch, a little bit of pinch there. And wow, look at that. That's looking absolutely stunning. Now I can see, I'm just going to line this up a bit more because I can see, I think that's okay. So that looks very, very, very cool. Right, this is where the fun part is. This is like the bit I've been waiting for. So this section, you've got a groove. You can see here, there's a groove section here. So what will happen is you've got the arrow here, okay? Now it wants it so that the arrow is at the back, okay? So basically, you're going to put it down something like that, but it's showing you to put the arrow downwards, but they want the arrow, let's put it that way, they want the arrow facing this way. So you're going to line it up into that groove. Oh, that's very clever, isn't it? Look at that. They've got like a semicircular in there. So that's going to slot down there into that. Wow. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. Look at that. So I suspect what happens is that that's going to go like that. It will go something like that, I should imagine. I think that's what that's for. So that's looking really, really cool. Right, moving swiftly on. This is absolutely fantastic because we've got so many parts in this pack. So it's really, really quite good. Right, let me get on to the next part. So once we've done that, the next thing to do is we've got to move this to one side. So we'll put that in. And every part that you put on it is getting heavier and heavier. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this part here, which is 1M. This is the air scoop, apparently. So this is the air scoop. And what's going to happen is we're going to get 1G, which is this section here. And this is the adapter plate. And what's going to happen is we're going to fit it along here, from what I understand. Now you can see here we've got some pins, okay, and there's another pin just up here. So what's going to happen is, from my understanding, they want that flipped over like that, so that you've got this hole facing up the other end. We're going to turn that around because that part needs to go there. And what's going to happen is that's going to feed over the top like that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 holes in there, which are going to marry up to these two here and these two here, okay? And what's going to happen is we're going to put that over there like so, line it up, and they're going to go in with AP screws, okay? So I'm going to get the AP screws. I'll put them in the box afterwards. But have you noticed something, Mark? The white balance has gone since I put this towel down. Have you noticed that? How cool is that? Right, so we're going to put 4 screws in here now. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pick this part up because obviously if there's a pin underneath, you don't want to force and misforce, you know, and snap it off. So let's just screw that in. I'm finding that that screw is going in really flush. It's going in really nice. Some screws, they're very, very awkward to put in, especially the Q screws in the DeLorean. Them screws are extremely tight and they're very, very, very small. So we'll screw in. That's going in absolutely lovely. There we go. Right, we've got another comment here. Just bear with me. Is that going to go up on the screen or not? Right, I can't. Yes, we have. Right. Yorkshire Crafter writes, night night all. Enjoy the rest of live. Well, watch back tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye. So, yeah, where was I? So we've got 1, 2 here, and we're going to put another 2 in over here. Now, Mark's Mods has actually told me how to fix my plane wheels, so hopefully we can cover that in Thursday's live build of the Spitfire. I think I'll do it about, let's have a look. So I might do it for 8 o'clock because I'm a Celebrity is normally on at 9 o'clock, so that would work really well. So let's just screw that into position. Yeah, That's going in absolutely perfect. So that's going to really, that's quite a really clever part. Really quite like that. That's really nice. Right, so now we're going to bring back this part here, which is this section that we've just been putting the butterfly traps in. Now, what's going to happen to this is where we flip this up, okay? So we're going to flip it up like that so that we've got the 2 pins here, okay? But they want the 2 pins at the back. So you're going to have the 2 pins at the back here. Quite bizarrely, there is a screw hole here, which is quite interesting. But what's going to happen is we've got these 2 little center holes here, which I suspect is going to marry up onto that. This is going to slot down there and seal that off. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's gonna, oh, that is gorgeous. Ever since I watched the Nexus doing this, I just really liked it, because we know that Iron Man is coming, and I predict it will be with this company. Right, let me just check the screws. Yes, so it's AP. So we're going to screw an AP into here. So we'll screw that into there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll screw that down like that, which is absolutely stunning. Mark's Mods, you need to get this. Or anyone that's watching, if you like what you're seeing in this build, you so need to get it, because I really love this flap section. I like the idea that you can go like that, and then it, you know, you can move them like that. That is very, very clever. And all I'm doing is I'm using this little pin at the side, and that will go like that. How cool is that? Right, so what I'm going to do now is, did I screw one in? Yeah, I started to screw off. Let's screw that down. We'll screw that down. There we go. Oh joy, my other monitor has just gone down again. Right, and then obviously we're going to put 2 more AP screws through these 2 holes. Quite bizarrely, these are more like hollowed out, and these ones seem to be really squashed in. Let's put that into there. Sorry, I've just got to sort this monitor out. It's done it again. Something went wrong again. It does this all the time. So just bear with me, and I'll sort that out. I think it's where it just like it overheats slightly, so we just boom. There we go. Right. So we're back now. Oh, that's come up bigger. Wow. Right, so where did I get up to? It's this section here. So we'll screw this down like so. Sorry if my hand's in the way, but there's not much I can do about that. Then we'll put another 8 each screw into there. Then we come to the fiddly sections. I'm quite surprised that we've not used any glue on them butterfly, but to be fair, they fit on quite nice anyway. So as you can see, for this first issue, 1 and 2 is £5.98. So you definitely get your money's worth in the first pack. So let me just screw that down a smidge, like so, and there we go, looking absolutely stunning. And that's going to basically sit onto, look at that, that is absolutely fantastic. I really, really like, look at that, I really like that. That's so cool. Right, okay, moving swiftly on. So I'm going to move that over to one side, because I just want to label this up. It's done it again. I hate this tablet so much. It's so annoying. Let's just take this sticker off a minute. You just said that 5 minutes ago something went wrong. Sorry about this, but this is the joys of going live. You have technical problems left, right, and centre. So, so just bear with me, and hopefully we'll get this back in a couple of minutes. Like so. Oh no. Oh. Okay, just bear with me a minute. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Right, okay, just bear with me. There we go. I don't know why that does that horrible screeching sound, but we have a slight problem here. Let me just, if I add that to that, yeah, I'm sorry about that screeching. I will speak to Troy to get that removed. There's not much we can do about that. Oh, right, I'm okay, guys. I can't see the comments. This is doing this non-stop at the moment, so I'm gonna have to shut that down. So I can't read your comments at the moment because of this epoxy tablet. So let me just pop that in there. We'll carry on, and I'll try and get this fixed again. Right, so AP goes into here. Okay, right. So we're going to pop that over to one side because now we need to get part 1F, which is this section here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is we're going to get this little section here. So 1F, right, this is quite interesting. That's quite a lovely little segment there. So let's get the right one that we need because there's 3 of these. And the one I need, I'm going to use the tweezers just to grab that out. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. That's so cool. But that is the part that we're going to be using. So we're going to go onto this section here. And it looks as if that goes onto this side here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to literally, it wants it. There's a point on this. And the point, this little point, there's a point just here. They want it facing that way. So I'm going to slot that over that hole. Just like that. Oh, wow. Yes, I see what they've done. Can you see it turns this? That's very clever. Right, so that's gone onto there like so. We then have to put what looks to be a hand one. I'm just going to try and get this tablet back up and running. I don't know why that done that screeching because I muted that. So somewhere down the line, it may do it again. I'm pre-warning now, it may screech again. If it does, I can't do much about this because for some apparent reason, it's causing me nothing at all. Ah, brilliant. We're back. Lovely. Sorry about this technical hitch. Right, so 1K, which is the pic I just picked up, which is this section here. That is also bizarrely going onto here as well. So it looks like that is going onto here as well. Wow. That's really cool. I can't see how that would go onto there as well, but it seems like you need to push it down a smidge, and then this section is instructing us to put that on there as well. And it's got like a little, some sort of little handle thing here. So let's just have a look. I want to make sure that's right because we've got another smidge. Can you see that? Yeah, it's definitely not that. So we'll put that part on. This has to go on here as well, apparently. So, oh, very, very clever. Very clever. That is gorgeous. Look at that. So now you've got like a little handle that you go like that with. How cool is that? Sweet. That's so cool. Right, so once we've done that, 1C, which is this funny sort of upside down part here, that goes onto this side. And it literally, I'll just make sure that's right. Yeah, so it's going onto there. That part is going to smidge onto there. Right, so this is a very delicate part, and that's why, you know, you sort of have to really take your time here. You really need to push it. It's a little bit stiff, but obviously if you push it on, then that's great. So basically, if we just give this a little go, I've got to try this. Look at that. That's so cool. I'm going to be playing with this all night. And then obviously if you do that, if you turn it that way, but then this way, you can turn it that way. That's really, really, really cool. Absolutely fantastic. However, I have noticed something. Let me check this a minute. I thought so. That's supposed to go. Let me just see if I can gently nudge that. Right, I think this doesn't look right to me. because I think it's flipped around the wrong way. I'm just going to correct that, because you can see, let me just take this off. I just want to get that corrected. I'm not happy with that, because that arrow is supposed to be on the inside, because you wouldn't have the arrow showing. So let me just sort this out. Let's just erect this off slightly. Yeah, I'm not happy with that, so I'm going to correct that. Just take that off slightly. Now, it could be that these need juggling around a bit. So let's have a look. So if we flip that over, it's going to be that side anyway, so that's perfect. Yeah, you don't want the arrow showing on the outside. That's what the problem is. Can you see the arrow is supposed to be on the inside? Because you want that black line going across this. You want the black line going across here. So that's why I've just flipped it. It's a good job I noticed that. See? So if we just, needs to be positioned right, and then hopefully that should lock it into place. Right. So as you can see, the black line is there. So let's get that corrected. It's all corrected. Good job. I thought that didn't look right, so it's a good job I sorted that out. There we go. I done this one, chair. I had a problem with my terminator neck, and I screwed it in, and it was the wrong way, so I unscrewed it. I screwed it again, and it was still the wrong way. I done it like 4 times, and eventually got it round the right way. I kept putting it in back to front. I done it nearly 4 times, so just screw that back up. So we're just going to test that. Lovely. Yeah, I thought that was wrong, so I'm really pleased that I've sorted that out. Yeah, so can you see it can only go, it won't go the full 360, but it will only go halfway. Can you see? So yeah, lovely. And they're both on the right side. Let's have a look. So yep, lovely. So that's that part there. So we don't need that anymore. So now we're going to move swiftly on. We're coming up to the last few stages here. And this is where we need this part here, which is the EFI fuel distribution, apparently. So as you can see, we've got what looks to be a hole here. And then you've got an opening. What's going to happen is, right, okay, so that's going to slot into there like that. It's going to marry up. We're going to shove a AP screw through there. So let me get the AP screws, and we'll screw that in. This is really nice. It's sort of chrome. So if you just screw that into there, that's going to go in with your AP. Start it off, and then obviously you can get that there, and then just, you know, screw that into position like so. We get a nice screw like so, like that. Lovely and tight. Yeah, that's perfect. You know what I'm like? I like it nice and tight. There we go. That's pretty cool. So once we've done that, yeah, we're working with APs basically on this, so that's quite handy because we need to use some of them up. Right, so now what we're going to do is get the pulley spindle. The pulley spindle. I love doing that. Some of these things I have gone across. So it's just, I'd love to do it. Right, so this is the pulley spindle, and we're going to fix those parts together. So we've got this part here, which is the pulley spindle, and then we've got 2 holes on either side here. Okay, now as you can see, we're going to be securing this onto these 2 parts here. Okay, so you've got 2 holes either side of here, which is going to connect onto some point. We go like that. Okay, that's going to slot into somewhere like that, I should imagine. Oh, maybe around the other way. Oh, that's not looking very good. Right, yes. This is why I make mistakes, so that you don't have to. We put it on the top. I should have known that. but it goes a specific. Can you see, like, that won't go on there, it slides, so it goes a specific way, and you can see it's sort of diagonal, so that is how it goes. It slots on like that. Okay, then we're going to screw the two APs at diagonal across here. Right, so this is why I'm breaking it down, because obviously I don't want to do the wheel as well today, because we've done quite a fair bit in this issue. So let's just screw that into there. Some of the diagrams are not very clear. It takes me some time to, go back through it again. So let's just put that on there. Lovely job, boy. And then we'll screw that into here. And make sure that the screw is dead straight. I need to have a drink in a minute. I'm quite parched here. So, because there we go. That is very, very cool. I'll tell you what's nice about this is the fact that it's got the words BDS engraved on here. You can see that it's got BDS written here. Let's go that way. Can you see that? Very, very cool. And even though it's plastic, it's so shiny. Oh, lovely. That's that. Right. We have still got quite a fair bit to go. I mean, it is emptying, so we've got about 3 more sections to do. This is this part here now that we need, which is the blower case, apparently. So we're going to use the 2 top bits, okay? Because you've got a hole underneath here, 2 holes either side here, but we don't want that part. We're going to be working on the inside part, okay? And what's going to happen is we're going to get the part here that we did, which is this section. But before we do that, we've missed out a crucial step, which is this part here, which is the bracket. Okay, so we need to put the bracket onto here, and you can see that it fits in these 2 holes. So let's make sure that it goes around the right way. So you want the top screw first, and then what you need to do is you need to put the bracket section onto here like that. Okay, so you've got these 2 parts protruding out, which will grip onto something along here. So let's put AP screws into that. Wow, that's quite an issue. 57 minutes, good God. But this is the great thing, it's so. Right, if I could get the full kit right now, I would do the whole lot in one go. Like, builds are so enjoyable. You're learning how to put a car together here. That's what's nice about this situation. So we're just gonna, sorry, I'm off the mat slightly there. So that, as you can see, that's screwed in. We're gonna duplicate that now. I'm gonna screw that into there. Lovely job, boy. Screwing into there like that. Now, as you can see, that's tight. Don't overturn it, because that's where you'll misthread it, and then you'll be going round and round and round the mulberry bush, because obviously you wouldn't be getting, it would just be rotating, and then you'll have to rethread it. Right, so now what we need to do is, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because what we need to do is, we've got 2 holes here. Now, as you can see, right, I can't see how that is going to go down there. That's not going to fit down there. What are they talking about? Yeah, that's not going to fit down that hole. On the end of the blower case. That's not going to fit down there, surely. You can't get that down there. And you can't get it from under there. So how the hell do you get that down there? Oh my God, no, there's something wrong here. The blower case. Can you see here? You can see here that they're directing us to put it down in that gap. Okay, I can't see how that is going to fit down there. Okay, I can't see that. Hello, Aisha. How are you doing? Hello. How's it going? I'm a little bit puzzled here on this section, because I can't see how that would go down in that gap. Ah, hang on a minute. Right, yes, I've just worked it out. there is slots through here, and that's where you put it. You slot it through here. There's a slot just there. I've just worked it out. I cheated a bit. I looked at the back page, but very cleverly done. You slot that over there. Can you see when you slot that over there? Oh, it's quite a tight fit. You can see that it then lines up, right? Yeah, of course. Of course, that's how it goes. I'm well, Mike. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Nice to see you. To see you, nice, as Bruce Wilson would say. It's nice to see you in the chat. How's your drawings coming along? By the way, if you've not checked out Ayesha's channel, do check it out because the work she does is absolutely amazing. There's a with Lloyd's Bank. There's an advert of a black horse, and Aisha did a black horse the other day, and oh my god, like it was a splitting image of the horse from the Lloyd's Bank advert. Really, really, really good. Thank you very much, Aisha. That's very kind. Yeah. Sorry, I have a habit of going off the mat here because I forget it's. Thank you very much. I forget it's. I forget the camera's there half the time. So right, I should have known that, shouldn't I? There's slots. Very like I love that. I love that invention, the way that it slots through. Because I'm like, well, how can it go down there? And then there was slots. That's really cool. Right. Good God, this is quite a long issue. Okay, so we've done that. Right, this is the last page at last because this has worn me out. So, thanks so much, Mike. I haven't made unicorn art in a long time, so decided to make that. So happy with it. Yeah, I really like it. I really, really like it. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put the position, it says position the blower. This is called the blower, and we're going to put the drive pulley onto this spindle here. Okay, and this is the drive pulley. Now, as you can see, you've got recess this side, but you've also got what looks to be a cutout section here. As you can see, that cutout section, so you want the flush side, I suspect. Yeah, do you want this flush side with the shallower end facing outwards, and then that spindle is going to join onto that, and that will then start to rotate. This is going to go in with an 8-piece screw. Wow, we have done quite a fair bit. We are approaching the last segment after this, and no, I'm not talking about a Terry's chocolate orange. So yes, let's just put this into here. Yeah, I don't think that spins because I think a belt goes round that. So let's just screw that in. There we go. So that's screwed in, absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, that's dead tight there. Absolutely brilliant. So what we're going to do after that is we're then going to bring back the section that we did on the blower case. This is the blower case, and what we're going to do is basically join this up. So, right, let's have a look here. So what we need to do, we've got a hole here, so one there, one there, one there. And what it wants us to do is to press the 3 lugs in the EF plate 1G into the holes on the blower case. So you can see that this is a push fit. At this stage, I'm a little bit tempted to glue these pins in. However, I won't at this stage because I don't think it needs gluing, but you can see that there's pins on here which marry up to that. So we all know the push fit connections don't always stay there, but it's quite a tight fit. Why isn't this going in? Ooh, quite a tight fit there. What's going on here? Oh gosh, yeah, this is oh, I don't want to snap this. This is quite I'm a little bit nervous on this section. I can't see, yeah, it's not even lining up properly. There we go. But if that goes into there, it's a key. You've got a thin gap here to work with. So you've really got to, right, I see what the problem is. If we just, we just need to give it a little bit of brute force here. Good gosh. This is quite a... Right, I can see what's going on. Can you see there's a lip here that is preventing me from putting that in? The problem we've got is I can't take that lift off there because I wouldn't be able to screw that part in. So let's try again on the back. Right, there we go. Right, yeah, you really got to bend it. There's a lip under here that you push under that. Okay, so this is really tough. Don't want to force it, but right, yeah, can you see that pin's gone in? But it's a case of it's very, very tough here. Oh gosh, I'm very nervous about this. May have to do this off camera, guys, because it's having a little bit of trouble trying to get this. It's not that one or that one, it's this last one. Perhaps it needs a file or something. Right, there we go. So if I push that into there, just give it a little bit of a jiggle around. There we go. Compress that. And just give it a little bit of a smidge. Ooh, I don't want to force it. But there's a gap. You can see that gap. Oh, I see what's going on here. It's pushing against that bloody thing. Right. Okay, I'm going to have a look in that in post-production because for some apparent reason, there seems to be a gap just there. You can see the gap, but I can't get that down anymore because it's bashing against this part here. So I'm going to have to look into why that's doing that. Because I can't pull this out anymore because if I do that, let's take that off a minute. I've got an idea. If I just shunt this forward a bit, maybe this is a little bit too... If I just shunt this forward a bit, I wonder if I could pull that back. Just shunt that forward. I'm just going to use the tweezers. I'm just using this to shunt it a bit. I've got a plan. I'll just shift that forward a bit. Ah, right, yes. Can you see it? It lifts it. Right. In that case, I just alleviate that slightly. Move that there. Move that there. I think I could probably get that in now. Yeah. Let's have a look. We could be here all day, so feel free to rewind, fast forward, or whatever. Well, you can't fast forward because it's live, but right, there we go. Still won't sit flush. What's wrong with this? It's still bashing on that. There we... It just won't have it. Right, I'm going to leave like that because otherwise it's going to... I'm not happy with that gap though, because that should... It's in the hole. It just won't push down anymore because of this. I'll have to have a little look in this in post-production. But, oh, I did not expect to be here for an hour. But yes, we are done and dusted on this issue here. So just to recap what we've done here. The software is Film Warben 9. Wow. I use a different editing software way better. Another thing I love about it is that you can do screen recordings with it. Wow. Right, so yeah, let's just have a recap here. So what we've done is we've done the hood part. Now, I'm sorry, but I've got to have a play with this because I've been dying to do this section for a long time here. And as you can see, what will happen is this will slot in there very nicely, very cut out, very nice. I've got to have a play, I'm sorry, but that is going to basically, it will alleviate. It's not going to sit dead flush because it will be swallowed under here otherwise, but basically it will sit something like that. So it will sit something like that. Absolutely stunning piece of kit. So yeah, that's that. Right, I'm done now. I'm literally finished on that. So let's just have a look at issue 2. This will be coming up not next Tuesday. What are we on, Monday or Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. This will be coming up not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that, purely because it's monthly. We will be doing a wheel, as you can see. I'm very looking forward to that section there because that looks really, really cool. And as I said, this will be live until January. So yeah, so that is that. Right. So as I said, there's no videos tomorrow. Wednesday, you're going to have the diamond painting button. Thursday, I'm looking to do this. This is issue 32 of the Spitfire. Let me just pop the screw back in the hole there, guys. So this is the issue 32 of the Spitfire. So I'm looking to actually do this section here because we have approached a halt because I can't actually do any more to the plane because the cockpit base fits into it. So I need to have a play around and try and get that fixed. So we're going to be doing the fitting the radiators in the housing. Now that's a fairly easy issue because you're basically just fitting this little box thing, which then looks like that. So that doesn't connect at the moment. Now, do also keep your eye out because the ailerons or the avions, or however you pronounce them, are actually wrong. Harshit have produced them wrong, but I do believe they've corrected it. I think they're called the ailerons or something. So that's that. What else have we got to do? I've already done that section. Well, I haven't done that, so I may do that as well the week after or something, but that's that. What else have we got? Right. Last but not least, before I go, I forgot to show this package. Did I show this? I can't remember if I did. Did I show this book? Yeah, I did show that. But right, just to recap, if you want to get your hands on this spare issue that I got for some reason that Harshit sent me, for no apparent reason because I've already got this, you do need to comment if you want to have a chance of winning this and issue number 16, which is the 2 chassis parts. Then you do need to comment under my video on the Rootmaster giveaway, and I will draw the winner on the 5th of December. This competition does end, or the giveaway, if you like, does finish on the 3rd of December. Okay, and as you can see, it's all there, lovely sealed. You don't need to pay anything. I will cover postage, and that will come out to you. So hopefully, Dave and Chris, who have entered already, will win this because they absolutely love their buses. So yeah, get commenting because it ends in 2 days. Right, I think that's it. But yeah, absolutely stunning. Really like that, and I will have a play around with that. As you can see, it's not fit flush, so for some apparent reason, it's getting jammed here. It seems to me that just needs to come forward, but I can't see how I can do that without unscrewing that. I don't want to. Can you see? Like it's got to. You need to shunt that forward for that lip to slot. I'll have a play with that anyway. So I hope you like that video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Remember, if you are not subscribed already, you will be red. If you are subscribed already, you'll be grey. And if you want to be notified of all my videos, you need to tap the ring-a-ding-dong to be notified of all my videos. If you don't, you won't be notified of all my videos. It's as simple as that. So yes, and thank you very much to the Christmas card that, oh gosh, what your name is. I can't remember your name. Whoever got me that Christmas card, thank you very, very much for that. It is very kind to send me that wonderful gift, but or the Christmas card, you know, it's quite nice. So yeah, absolutely awesome. This, it's really heavy as well. It's quite nice. Really quite like that. But yeah, I need to go now. So I hope you like that video. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you Wednesday with the Butterfly live, and Thursday we're gonna have the Spitfire, and hopefully Friday the Rootmaster. Yes, I'm not promising nothing, but it may be the Rootmaster. Take care. Bye bye.